This is N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. In the orders of Holy Hallelujah, forgive me for sins. The direction is the Holy Cross. Again, 5 to 10 cents per bottle, 5 to 10 cents per can, and 5 to 10 cents per can. Average of 15 to 30 cents per total right there. I don't really know how fast I would be able to do it per minute. I don't really know how much I would be able to total per day in the bundle. I don't really know how much I would be able to average per day, especially per machine. I'm reminding you that it's an idea that I have as a warehouse. That's a church where people go, where the business, instead of just having the reverse recycling machine, the reinforced reverse recycling machine, collecting the empty cans and empty bottles, I have it where you have a full load of food coming in, and the food gets emptied out in the warehouse church, where the cans will be emptied out in the warehouse, the bottles will be emptied out in the warehouse, and you have food, soda, water, even the milk cartons, because the cardboard and the plastic, the milk plastic, the correct right size, they're about this big, and that's about 5 to 10 cents per bottle, 5 to 10 cents per can. I'm asking for 10 cents per can, 10 cents per bottle to make a decent amount. Again, I'm telling the government to help me start this business so that we can get the food to the people. My goal is to establish a factory division all across the United States of America franchise, where the people will be working like if they were working in factories, and they would be actually investing in having food every day for themselves. Food includes the drinks of soda, water, and milk. And they will not have to worry about food every day. The average minimum wage will most likely be a salary wage. I don't know anything about $20 an hour. The cans and everything being what they are, 10 cents, 5 to 10 cents per can and bottle. And then the bundle build up. The bundle builds up is the goal. Right now, the goal is 8,000 pounds. The goal is to get these bundles to build up to 8,000 pounds. You're looking at about 8,000 can, a big number can, 8,000 pounds. And the Chef Boyardee cans, will most likely be about 32,000 cans. 32,000 empty Chef Boyardee cans to the total of 8,000 pounds. I could be wrong with those numbers, but the ounces total 16 pounds. 16 ounces equal 16 cans equals 1 pound, but I could be wrong. And having that bundle per bundle, 8,000 pounds per bundle, it will average out to 32,000 cans of Chef Boyardee. In 24 hours, you will most likely average more than 32,000 cans every 24 hours. That's why I need Chef Boyardee to be patient with me and to constantly be ready to deliver me the cans and pallets the way I asked them to at each warehouse. But the goal is to have the factory all over the United States of America, where the people will be working again for respected minimum wage, because $20 an hour, that's too much money. The companies have to profit. $20 to pay the first employee, and then they gotta profit for themselves. There's a lot of things, but anyway, having these warehouse churches all over the United States, like factories, will give the people food to take home, food to eat. Excuse me, I'm still sick. And constantly averaging the everyday. So when you understand what 8,000 pounds for the bundle is, because the 10 cents for the deposit, every time I deposit, this is gonna be more than 32,000 cans for 8,000 pounds. But the Chef Boyardee cans is 32,000 cans for the 8,000 pounds. It's gonna be something that you have to understand has to work correct and balanced out. Well, I understand with that, with one machine, 8,000 pounds can be done. I understand that. But the goal is to average more than one machine, because when you have more than one machine averaging the 8,000 pounds per bundle, you have a higher total. The higher total means more food, more drinks, more averaging out. Even though I make money for myself in it, because that's what I keep telling you guys, I'm not looking for partners. But 8,000 pounds per bundle is something that is really correctly needed to average out a correct amount. The HAHLE will have to be strong enough to lift 8,000 pounds, which will mean you will have to have the HAHLE to be at least 16 to 24,000 pounds or 32,000 pounds lift capacity, so that the 8,000 pounds could be in the negatives and not ever friction in a negative way the HAHLE to move the bundles around, especially to load them in the tractor trailers or in the truck. But that's what I'm trying to get at. The goal is, my goal is to have factories of this, so that people can get their food and always have food. Even though there's businesses out there and mom and pop stores that, you know, rice and beans and chicken and all that, I understand that. But to have an average food every day, the average American meal, Chef Boyardee, water, soda, Chef Boyardee, water, soda, the Hostess cherry pie for the cardboard. To have that there every day is a good spare tire. It's a good spare to have every day, because you don't need to be asking me for $25 to $45 for a donation or for money, for food, or, you know, you don't need to be asking me for stuff like that. You don't need to be telling me to donate to aid. I mean, right now, if we had it running correct in New York City, Neighbors Partners would have been open still to this day with the reverse recycling machines, and the other food pantries that are getting ready to close will not be worrying about closing. They will be open every day to give people their food every day. Chef Boyardee is a full, correct meal to eat every day. Don't say no. It's a business and a company that's been there for years, and people since little kids have been eating Chef Boyardee. What is the problem? I don't understand. But Chef Boyardee is a good pasta meal. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you, but the goal is to get more than one reverse recycling vending machine to be doing what it is, and that is to bring the food in. See, I found out instead of having an empty can being recycled, get the FULL full can of Chef Boyardee, and you empty it out. Like, let's say it comes into my warehouse, right? And in the pound pallet that it comes in, I remove the paper to recycle the paper, and I put it in the paper bundle buildup. Now I have the Chef Boyardee can without the paper, and it was like this: a reinforced can that needs a reinforced reverse recycling machine to squeeze it. Now I take the average, I take the food that's inside the can. Now I have a fresh bowl of food. You understand food pantry and partnership? Now I have an empty can. And this is what I deposit in the reverse recycling machine to get my 10 cents from the reverse recycling machine in my factory. I make my 10 cents, and on the bundle buildup, 8,000 pounds, I take that to the landfill to get my money from the landfill, from the bundle that it is, the 8,000 pounds. At the end of the month, the landfill will give me a total amount for the 8,000 pounds. And for every 8,000 pounds, they give me a total amount. That's how I make my money, with the 10 cents deposit and the bundle that I take to the landfill. And now I got free food for the people, or to throw away in that brown garbage can that New York City is talking about. When it is, the soda can is a different can from the Chef Boyardee can. 35 cans equals 1 pound. 16 cans equal 1 pound. This is a bottle of water. Excuse me, I don't know how many bottles will equal 1 pound, but that works different, I know. It works different, and you gotta take it in to find out at the landfill how much you get for the plastic. And the average total per month. See, the goal is to have more than one reverse recycling machine working. Minimum 10. Minimum 10, because when you have 10 or 5, let's go down to 5. When you have 5 to 10, you get a total amount from the 8,000 pounds of the bundle buildup per bundle, because it will be working. The factory will be working 24 hours, 7 days a week, and in 24 hours I will have food coming in, fresh food, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fresh food, not me scrounging pennies or looking for a way to have food from the store to be fed. But I have a fresh plate of food. I have soda to drink. I have water, Poland Spring water to drink. When I put these contracts together, 5 reverse vending machines for the Chef Boyardee can alone, 8,000 pounds for the bundle buildup, is 32,000 cans that I'm looking to empty out per few hours. Because you have to break it down. You have a team to remove the paper. You have a team to remove the food from the can. You have a team to clean the can. And you have a team to deposit the can inside the reverse recycling machine. While you have the accountant counting the cans. 8,000 pounds per bundle. 5 reverse recycling machines will give me 40,000 pounds per bundle, averaging 40,000 pounds, which is something that would not be taking 8 hours to do. I believe it's something that could be done in less than 8 hours. Maybe 2 bundles, maybe more. But the food will be coming in every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Food, I don't care. I don't want to be out there in the winter, dirty and cold, because I don't have the proper clothes, or in the summer, dirty and bad smelling. looking for money to be fed. Food coming in 24 hours, 7 days a week. Even if it's to throw away, I don't care if it's to throw away. You put it in those brown garbage cans, and they get thrown out the proper way. The people show up to pick up their food meal any time of the day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, more than twice a day, and whatever amount they need, and they go home and eat, or they eat right there where they are. You set up the cafeteria, and you set up the microwave for them to sit down and eat. You set up the bathroom for them to take a shower and wash their clothes, and they leave on their way clean and fed. If that's all they do, that's not my problem. But when they have food and they're not worried about being hungry and they're eating, what's the problem? So when you understand that I'm trying to open up a warehouse church with reverse recycling machines, you see, the machine has to be strong enough to squeeze this can. It has to be able to squeeze this can from this solid state to this solid state. You understand? This is the goal. And this is what I take to the landfill, 8,000 pounds of it, to get money at the end of the month. And there's constant food. There's food every day. You need a good bathroom. You gotta build a good bathroom. A good shower, a good bathroom, and there's bathroom there every day. There's an entire cafeteria. That's a church to keep harassment and bad stuff from happening, and fights. We don't need no fights, no arguments. Doors will always be open. The American Flag Amendment. Religion. This is an N.D.A, non-disclosure agreement. Religion. Those religions go there to get their food, and the religions leave. Okay? So understand that there's food, and what I'm trying to do, there's food every day. There's drinks every day. I'm going to make my money. I could be wrong, but I'm going to make my money. And then I use my money that I make in positive cash flow to recycle the system, which means that I got to make a fresh order now. Because I got to keep sending to the landfill bundles of 8,000 pounds. So Chef Boyardee has to keep sending me fresh food from their farm or factory or wherever it is to my warehouse, to my church warehouse, so that my church can put food for the people to eat. When you understand what I'm saying, understand that I'm trying to do it in simplest form. When you see an entire factory division of it, when it is correctly understood. See, that's why I want the military in it. Because when you see how the military works, they have everything organized in alphabetical order. When they have everything organized in alphabetical order, it's only going to work one way and no other way. That's why I tell Trump that I want Trump and the government that knows how the system works correctly, from the Chef Boyardee factory all the way to the landfill. It's in alphabetical order. To put it together with the military so that the military can constantly handle it and do it, especially at the Mexico state borderline and everywhere else across the United States of America. This will be having the people being fed day and night, constantly being fed. We don't have to worry about the people being fed. They will be constantly being fed day and night. It will surprise you how many people will go there to get food. It will surprise you. I don't believe in making fun of people that go to places to get food. I think you're the dumb one, making fun of somebody that's smart enough to get free food. Free. Free, pronounced free. While you're standing there making fun of them. You know what I mean? But all over the United States of America, the borderline, the Canada borderline, and from California to New Jersey, I'm telling you, man, it's something great to be having the people eating all day and night. I'm still waiting to do it at Coney Island. I believe you should have about 10 reverse recycling machines, but powerful ones. They gotta be strong enough to squeeze this, okay, to this capacity level. About a 150-ton press. It just squeezes it and throws it into the bundle. Can you imagine this warehouse church at Coney Island in New York City, New York State? The borough that it is. Let me see. I think it's a good thing. About 10 reverse recycling machines. People will be eating day and night their food. So look into it, you know. The reverse recycling machine has to be correct and reinforced. God bless you. Remember, this is in the order of the Holy Cross. Now, the N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. My name is Johnny Williams, 144-58-0062. I'm not giving you any dictionaries of this at any height, singular or plural, no pawn. And this is religion. My words and my actions are not my bonds. And like confession, I'm not looking to give you my business. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. God bless you.